What's up guys, welcome back for another DevPro Duel video, again across format Duel. This deck, the deck list you see here, is called Hieratics. It's a deck list I used, I think 3 years ago. This is an exact deck list I used in one of the Dueling Network videos from back then, so don't mind the deck list. Don't mind a few card choices, but the most important thing of this video is to showcase how Hieratics were when they were first introduced to the game back then in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. This is a more OCG oriented build, because during the time I think we didn't have Gustaph Max in a TCG, or at least at the time when Red Eyes was at 3, although I'm not sure about this, so if I'm mistaken, if I made a mistake, you can always correct me in the comment section. So yeah, as you see, the deck list 3 Red Eyes doesn't need an introduction. 3 convocation of the seal, Hieratic Seal of Convocation, the Searcher for Hieratics, Double Warning, the Solemn Judgment. We also had the Briel Neck back then, but the main point, the deck list was, at least the deck back then, was fairly consistent. You most of the time had your OTK, your combo pieces by turn 2, maybe turn 3, thanks to Card D, Pot of Duality, and your Convocation Search spell. The deck was stupidly fast. The opponent is playing Qliphorts, I think one of the best decks during this format, or at least during the upcoming January 2015 format. So let's see how they pair up against each other. Let's see some duels. Okay, so the first game, I'm of course playing with the Hieratic decks. Hieratic deck. I get to start. Normal 7 card D. Not going to set anything. In the end phase, I have to send 1 card from my hand to the grave due to the hand size limit. So it's obvious that I'm going to send that What-tailed Dragon to the grave, since I can always reborn it thanks to the Hieratics. And then looking at his hand, the moment I see that Pot of Duality, I have a feeling that I'm safe. At least he can't OTK me this turn, thanks to Pot of Duality and of course the restriction of not being able to special summon. Then look at my hand, he sets 2, so at this point I don't have an out to emptiness to skill drain. The deck does play Heavy Storm, I think 2 MSTs, and also, what is it called, the Wing Beat, the dragon, the Hardy's Feather Duster. Like card. So a special summon Sue. Sue has the effect to pop one of the opponent's back rows. If you tribute a Hieratic, go for Atum and special summon one of my Red Eyes from the deck and then activate its effect. The OTK is fairly simple. One of my outs to destroy his archive on the field, equipped with Sacrifice, is Volcasaurus. So I go for the rank 5 Exceed, blow up his monster, deal a lot of burn damage, go for Gaia. This really doesn't matter how I end the game, but let's end the game in style. Go for Gustaph Max, deal some burn damage and overlay both Atums for Gaia, so they can also attack and attack for game. GGVP. Fairly standard Hieratics here, holy marked. Dragon OTK, he gets a start. My hand, 3 Red Eyes. It's, if you open with 1 Red Eyes, opening one, with 1 Red Eyes is fine. 2 is also fine, but 3, you'd rather have your Red Eyes in the deck, because you can special summon them with Atum, right? So opening with 3 is stupidly crazy, depending of course on the opponent's back row. So get that Sue on board. Yes, no response, so no skill drain, no emptiness. Although he can still chain his skill drain to Sue's effect. It's a useless MST, so his back row is pretty much cleared. Go for Atum, special summon one of my dragons. Doesn't really matter how I end the game here. Go for a second Atum, special summon the what is it called? The level 5 one from the deck. Again, it doesn't really matter. This is pretty much overkill at this time. Again, deal some burn damage and overlay both Atums for Gaia, and I can attack for game. Very simple. Although the opponent, my opponent does actually have a nice start, although no emptiness, no skill drain, so I can clear the way thanks to Sue and attack for a game. He again decides to start. He again has a very good opening hand with both the tool, the trampolines, again double search, pendulum summons the archive, or I believe the carrier as it's called now in the TCG equips the sacrifice. A very solid start again. Then look at my hand. No combo pieces, but yeah, thanks to the course, I should be able to survive next turn. So I take the Wing Beat to my hand. Wing Beat is a Harpy's Feather Duster if you take back a dragon from your side of the field back to the hand. It works excellent in combination with Death Meat, for example. I decide to discard the warning during the end phase, since my thought process back then was, okay, I'm probably going to survive this turn next to course, but yeah, my life points will be very low, and if I can't OTK him next turn, it's always game over the turn after that. So the warning was, I think, kind of useless. So I drop Gorse on his attack. I still survive. My hand, I have the Wing Beat, so I can possibly clear his back row depending on his setup. But he makes a good play. He goes for Dweller, one of the biggest counters back then to the Hieratics, since they, of course, at least yeah, Dweller blocks them from special summoning the normal from your grave or your deck. So there is the emptiness. Yeah, it doesn't really matter here. I obviously can destroy the emptiness, destroy his whole field thanks to Darkwall, but yeah, the Dweller is still in effect. Yeah, now, yeah, maybe keeping the warning does buy me in the end, although I'm not sure if it really mattered. I would have been able to destroy his Pendulum Scale, destroy his MST, set the warning here, but yeah, depending on his moves, or yeah, what his moves would have been next turn, I think he always would have had the game. Okay, next game I get to start. So pretty much a nice opening. Pot of Duality into the chosen card. Normal summon card D, set one card. I think the Wing Beat, yeah, that's correct. And card D, draw two new cards, so that's perfect. He goes for Tool. He's going to search out the carrier, I think. Set up the Pendulum Scale, immediately going to activate Maxi. I'm not sure if he can OTK me, I don't think so. So it's the Maxi here is, I think, 1-for-1. Yeah, it's just going to equip the sacrifice and deal some damage. It's only, yeah, he knows, I think he knows my deck list. I'm only playing the Course as a protection. Heavy Storm. Yeah, this is probably one of the reasons why Heavy Storm won't come back to the TCG, since it completely fucks up the pendulum mechanic, destroying his whole setup. Pretty much cleared the way for an OTK, so there is the Atum, special summon the Red Eyes from the deck, special summon the Death Meat from the grave, go for Gustaph Max, deal a lot of burn damage, and now it's very easy overlay for Gaia, and simply attack for a game. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much Heavy Storm, and the power of Heavy Storm when it's illegal. Last game, I think he gets to start. Yeah, he has a very good opening hand. Pot of Duality already has a tool in hand. Yeah, also opening with 6 cards. Yeah, opening with 6 definitely helps the Qliphort player. Yeah, Tool searches out the sacrifice, I believe. Anyway, yeah, he normal summons his, what is it called? Helix? I'm not sure. Genome is his OG Genium. Yeah, he also has the warning set. He has the Bottomless. He already activates his Bottomless just in case of Wing Beat. He also warnings at the correct time. So my normal on the field is useless. I set the Torrential, set the MST, which is going to be chained to the Tool's activation. But yeah, Hieratics as a deck isn't really that good in top decking. Yeah, you're very lucky, of course. Here I have to chain the Torrential because of his genome, or at least, yeah, I think it's called Helix in the TCG. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. He can set up his Pendulum Scale again, and he can pretty much OTK. I think he has Skill Drain set, so he can nicely activate his Skill Drain, bump all of his monsters to an insanely high attack. And yeah, just simply attack for a game. So I think, yeah, both decks, both very cheap OTK decks, the Qliphort deck list from now, January 2015, and here the deck list from the Hieratics Holy Marked Dragons, were they called back then in 2012 when they were introduced to the game. So yeah, I think that's it. Guys, if you have any suggestions for the new, or at least for these kinds of cross-format tools, you can always leave them down below. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Litem Sani out. Peace.